Oh, it's raining. More gyrates then. Ooh, a sale for furniture at 3 p.m. Okay, so I was right in deducing it was a sale. Obviously. Okay. Hi, I'm a little late. My apologies. I didn't want to be late. I woke up and it was like 9:05 and I was like, okay, good. I can make this work. I just need to stay awake a little bit and rest for a bit, you know? Famous last words, obviously. I fell asleep and then it was like 9:37 and I was like, no. I was like, no. So I got out of bed, I had my breakfast, and now I'm here. Fortunately, I couldn't really... Okay. Okay? 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 The Noble shirt and the Racer shirt. I don't know. I think that shirt, the Noble shirt, wasn't here before, but we don't need that. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. I have no idea what the price is. What I do know is that we have a good acre immediately. So, what can I do? That is 5. That's another inventory, right? So that's okay. But what if I... Honestly, I could just keep money in these most of the time. Because, like, if I do this, that's an extra 180k. That gives me another inventory no matter what, and then I could just come in with 5 and see if this causes issues. If it's too low, obviously it'll be a problem. If it's too high, then like whatever, right? I should have double checked how many bags are actually here to make sure I didn't mess up. Okay, 90's not too bad though. 90 is not too bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than 76. 21k per inventory more, which is, I don't know, it's okay, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little late, but Joan's in a good acre. I don't know if this means anything. We did have a spike this week. Might be good, might be bad. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna see how it goes today. Or this week, rather. I can guess how today will go, you know? Look at my turnip sheet. At 90, it would be 14 inventories to get 2 mil. Where at 76, it's like 18. So that's already like a... Well, no, actually, it's more like 15. It's like 3 inventories difference at this price. And if you want to do 4 mil, it's 6 inventories difference. But that's still 29 inventories. So, I don't know. It really depends on how Joan behaves today. But if you can start out strong with, like, a bunch here. Then maybe we'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see. actually brought too much. I think we're gonna have too much money, right? Let me do some math. 135k times 13. 1.75. I should have 1.9 out here. So yeah, I think we have too much. Anyway, let's just double check the math, hey? Because something seems off, but maybe not. So that's 5. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 45, 50. Okay, and then that's yeah, 12. So 62, 64. In theory, everything's fine. That's one inventory. So I'll keep this stuff in my envelope. That is 120, which is what we need. So yeah, I think we're gonna not be able to. I think we might have too much money. Bringing that inventory in might have messed us up a little bit, but maybe we can still get away with 13 and maybe 14. Depends on a lot of things. I mean 14 inventories times 15. That's 100, 150. I think I did the math slightly wrong. I stopped myself in the middle of that. Sorry, 140 and then 50, so 190. There's 256 spots in an acre. This acre has, what, 9 trees? Also, it's a house. Also has 2 signposts. So that's like 9, 20. Also has like a... Does it have a rock here? I can't remember. So that's like 236. So in theory there's enough for 14, I think. It's just some of them might be behind trees and awkward. So, but we could also use like the boundaries. Kinda. I think there's something that can be done here. We're gonna figure it out, and hopefully we get 2 spikes back to back. That's obviously what I want. I don't know what to talk about today. As I said yesterday, it was Silksong Day. So I played Silksong all day. I'm in the 10-hour club now. At least on Steam. I think my playtime in-game probably says like 9 something. If I had to guess. So that's one too many. Guess we can just drop this guy outside, who cares? Okay, that's not where I wanted that to go, but whatever. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I'm like 10, 20 hours in. Again, this is 2... Okay, good. Yeah, so... Sorry, I think I said 10, 20, but that was because I was counting something in my head or something. Yeah, no, I'm 10 hours in. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say things because I don't want to unintentionally spoil things for people. I also just don't want to talk about it right now. Because I'm still playing it. But like when I played the first one, I was like, oh my gosh, this game's amazing. It's got cute little bugs. It's a Metroidvania. It's got like a gloomy aesthetic. It's perfect for me. It's got everything I love. And it feels good to play, you know? So yeah, like I remember playing the first one. I think I only looked up 2 things in the first game, and that was the very, very end. But I got like the base game 100% on my own. I had like one friend look up something to give me a very vague hint, but it was very satisfying to go around and find everything for myself. I think the only one of the only things I didn't find was the entrance to the Pantheon, or to Godhome rather. Cause like what? That was in the middle of nowhere, in a very weird room. And it was obviously added after the fact. Well, I don't know. For me, it didn't. I didn't know it was added after the fact when I first played. Right? It just looked like another room. But yeah, obviously, if people had originally played it, I feel like it'd be more obvious. So I don't know if that's like super fair. Anyway, so like yeah, I did that, and I remember like I feel like I got traversal upgrades faster in that one, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. It's like I'm also struggling to remember how big the map was in that one. I don't know. I feel like the game is longer, but maybe not. I don't know. If you look at the achievements in the first game, there's a speedrun 100% achievement in the first Hollow Knight to get 100% and beat it in under 20 hours. But in Silksong, it's to do that and beat it under 30. So you can infer that the game has more to do. So maybe it takes longer to get all the abilities. I do have some traversal abilities, but I feel like for 10 hours in I should have more. But I've also tried to do a lot of exploring and optional stuff. I keep backtracking a lot as I've been going to figure out like where it can go or like where things are. It's somewhat paid off. Like, I got this one thing and I used it, and then that gave me some extra stuff and like upgraded some things, and I was like, okay, that was probably a good move. And then I went into a place I didn't want to go. Because it's spooky. But I'm there. That's where I am right now, I think. So, yeah, I'll be playing more today. But obviously, I'm dealing with turnips first. Yahoo! Me when I buy turnips for a couple hours and delay Silksong. That's how you know I'm dedicated to the game. It's okay, I'll still get my 8 hours. I mean, I could maybe hit. I don't know. I cleared the weekend, okay? I've been, like, not really gaming as much lately because I've been doing so much retro shopping on eBay and Marketplace and blah, blah, blah. I've said it a couple times on stream, but I've been too busy buying games, and that in itself is like a game, and I haven't had time to play other games. And I also just didn't know what to play after Donkey Kong. And then I got into that, and then blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should do this. But then they're like, actually, Silksong's out in 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna... Nothing, you know, there's nothing I can do in that 2 weeks. I don't like starting games and then not finishing them. Because if I do that, I'm very unlikely to go back to them. At least in the past, that's how it worked. So I didn't feel like playing anything. And there's nothing short that really came to mind, you know? So I didn't do anything there. I just, you know, kept focusing on things. But yeah, that's 3 inventories, by the way. Alright, we're gonna see what we can buy. Obviously, we are a little short on time today, so it was late, but, I think we can still make something happen here. How much is 4 mil? 29 inventories is 4 mil? Scam. What a scam. I mean, last week I bought 23, probably? The weeks before I bought, like, 24, 26, 29, 27, 32, 39, 32. I mean, buying 29 is definitely easily possible, it's just annoying. Anyway, Yeah, where am I going with this now? But yeah, like I feel like I got a decent amount of upgrades, but there's like lots of like random upgrades that I've got all throughout, but not traversal ones, if that makes sense. I don't want to like spoil too much, but there's crests, and I have like 4 crests. I don't know how many there are, but it's like, okay, I have those, and like, I only have 1 extra mask so far. And I was like, dude, can I get more health, please? These things are like destroying me. So that's like kind of like, hello? Can I get health, please? Okay, so that's 4. How much money do I have? 20k, good. But yeah, I feel like I just need to explore more. It's like, it gave me 1 objective, and I haven't got close, well, I don't know, I might be close to it. But then you like get another objective. I did that one. I don't know how close that puts me to the other one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a typical first playthrough should be. That's the thing. I think that's my problem. I got a Hollow Knight and well, that's not really fair, I guess. So I have a screenshot of my first game completion, 112%, 51 hours, but that is with the Pantheon of Palo mask. And then my Steel Soul 103% is just shy of 7 hours. Okay. So yeah, I guess it was like 50 hours. I don't know. I guess like I might be done sooner than I think I'm gonna be done, but maybe not if there's extra stuff that I have to do. And like all the runs. I don't know. I'm a little confused now. I only have 10 achievements. Also, like, it took me forever to get my first weapon upgrade. I've been just, like, the whole time, I'm like, can I get my needle upgraded, please? Please? I guess there's a lot to it, though. If I, you know, like, the more I learn the maps, every area. Like, right now, it's like, I'm trying to think, like, what would I do? Okay, so that, like that, we already have, like, this is our 5th inventory. Yeah, it's like, okay, if I'm doing the 100%, like, how should I route it? I'm trying to think how I did it in the first game. I feel like I prioritized upgrades. I know there's like a skip that you can do in the first game that kind of helps. That's pretty easy to do, and I think I did it. And it like lets you fight Hornet early. Like, I think if you do that skip, you can have the Mantis wings, like, in no time at all. If you do that skip, you get whatever you get from Hornet in the first game. What do you get from Hornet in the first game? Is it a dash? Oh yeah, and it took forever to get, like, the sprint. I was like, can I sprint? Can I dodge? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, it's in there, you know? But again, I'm, like, exploring fully. I'm not just, like, trying to beeline what I think is the main path. I'm trying to explore everything as I go. Also, like, there's lots of quests. I have to turn in some quests, and it's like, oh shoot, where's the NPC again? I did mark them. Oops. I know where one of them is. Actually, no, he was just like extra money. The other quest, I have to turn that in. Also, like, they changed the charm system. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but it's funny, because, like, I played Haiku the Robot a couple months ago, and people are like, yeah, this is a pretty good Hollow Knight clone. I don't know if they really mean that it's a clone, but it is similar. But the charm system there is basically what they did in Silksong. I feel like that's kind of fun. Because, like, there's different colored charms, and you can slot them in, but then you have the crests, and they have different, like, things. I don't want to explain it properly. Okay, I guess that's 6. Okay, that should be 7. I'm like kind of dropping these in like groups, but they're definitely not perfect groups. And we only have 5K, so another one. Cool. Okay, I think that's 8. I think. But now we're getting into like weird dropping patterns. I guess that's not like the weirdest. Could be weirder. But yeah, space is starting to get more tight. Not like, it's not too much. Anyway, 8. Keep going. Okay, that should be 9. Unless I've lost the ability to count. Which is possible. Okay, so in this case I actually need 5 bags. Oops. Okay, so I think that's 9. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna have space for, but we're gonna just see what we can do. At least I didn't buy some. Oh man. So I think that's 10. You know, I have 20k? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's keep going. No. Gone and done it this time. Alright, let's eat the failure. So I guess that's 11? Probably? I might only have room for one. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I think that's 11. We're gonna see. We're gonna push this to its limits. We actually do need all those bags. Okay. Guess that's 12. Now we have 6. Okay, I mean, I guess this is going better than I expected. Wait. Okay, so I think I can get 13, and maybe, just maybe, I can push 14 or 15. I don't know. 15 might be pushing it. Okay, I think that's 13. And it's 11 o'clock. Let's see. Those ones are pretty safe. Okay, I think we can do 14. I think 15 is pushing it. I mean, technically, I could. I don't know. I don't know if I can drop all these. We're gonna see. If I drop 2 there, I could drop 3 back there. I could drop 1 there. Drop some there. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's good enough. So as far as I'm concerned, that was 14. Okay, now Joan's here. That's kind of quick. Not the best spot, but it's not the worst spot. I did clean that spot out just now, recently, so that's good. So right now, let's do some math. Not that I want to. So we have 2 bags there, we have 2 bags there, and we have 2 bags there. So 64 minus 6 times 30,000. Okay, that's 1.74, and then we add 150k to that because that's what I came in with. And then we divide that by 135, and that says 14. The math is mathing, people. The math is actually perfect in this case. That's good. That's what we want. Should probably move that. It's kind of in the way. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've bought 14 inventories already. So that's like 1.9. I've done 1.9 already. And we're at 53 minutes. We got 55 minutes to go. Here we have... You know what? I don't think we need to add money here. I think we can just use what's here and figure it out. We'll obviously see. But there's like 900k here, right? Let me go to my spreadsheet. That was B4. We're gonna highlight B4. And this is B2, so we're gonna highlight B2. I guess I could like track how many bags I bought here. I don't know. Is there a good way to do that? I'd have to like add some extra stuff if I put like the inventory cost and then I put the thing. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. I guess for now I could just write 14 here. Make that pretty clear. I don't really have much to say today, I guess. I could try harder, I suppose. Not again. Messed that up. Whatever. Alright. Okay, so that's 3. Out of my way! Gonna need another one. I guess, yeah, if I did this right in the spreadsheet, I could just count the number and it would have the number I spent, and then we'd know what I would need to... Yeah, I guess I could make this better. It's taking up a lot of space right now because the columns are pretty wide, so I can, like, shrink them. Because, like, right now it has, like, the acre, how many bags I have in it, how much money that is, and how many bags I dropped, and how much money that is. But if I put how much I spent, then that should match up with that, and then it's fine. Anyway. Then I'll know how much I'll spend as I go, right? Right, if I've spent 14, this will be at 4. I'm just over an hour in. We have 40 minutes until noon. I don't know. I feel like 4 mil is not happening today. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know if that's true. But that's what I got so far. Okay, so I've bought 4 inventories in this acre. I can do one more. We're gonna run it away though. No! I'm a fool. I bought 10 3 times today. That's like a record for bad, I think. Awful, I'm sorry. Fix that. Now, can I get another one out of this acre or no? Because if I'm at 14 and this is 5, if I could get a 6, then we'd be at 20. You know what? I think we can make this happen. I think I underutilize this acre whenever I get it. It's not my favorite acre to buy in, obviously, but it's also not the worst. So... yeah, okay, there you go. That's 5. And we're at 2k left over. And, okay. So let's do this. That'll be 6. We'll be at 20. And we'll be very close to 1130. Now, in theory, we'd have time to buy another 10. But I don't think that's happening. And I think we'd have to buy more than 10 to hit 4 mil. According to this thing, 40 mil at 90 is 29.5. So yeah, I'd have to buy 10 more inventories after this, which seems unlikely. Honestly, I just feel like I was slow, I was a little late, and yeah, I don't know. Guess that's all there is to it. Okay, we're gonna run down, because we don't want Joan going to this acre. This is the worst acre ever. There's no way Joan's here. If Joan was here, that would set us up. But I feel like that's unlikely. Oh, someone's up here? That's crazy. Okay, in theory, I have 20 inventories now. When I say in theory, I mean, like, that's how many I have. I don't think it's a theory. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, so we have 32 minutes. I don't think we can hit 4 mil. Unless we get really lucky. I think we're gonna get like 3.5 maybe. Oh, I'm not too sure. I guess it's possible. If we get one good acre now, and then we get Joan another good acre, and not even good. Like, if I can buy 5 in 1 acre, and then I can get Joan in another acre where I can buy 5, then we're good. So I guess it's like fairly likely, but not like super likely. And again, 4 mil is really like my goal for like a not terrible price. If I can leave with 4 mil, then I'll have succeeded, you know? If we get the museum, we can usually buy like 8 inventories there, which is pretty close. But by the time we buy those 8, it'll be like pretty tight on time. So I don't know about that. Also, we need to find Joan. Should not be mashing A like that. That's dangerous. I want to finish this up and get back to Silk Song. Believe it or not, I know, controversial, crazy. Who could have thought? Okay, this is a bad acre. Bad acre, buddy. I'm trying to think what makes the most sense. If I go over there and I drop 450k, I can buy 3 inventories. That leaves me at 23. And then if I find one more with like something else, maybe we can make this work. Or should I grab 4 here? I think 4 here is the move, to be honest. If we do 4, we're at 24, and then we just need to get 1 with 6. I feel like 1 with 6 is better chances than 1 with 7. Because I think the only other one, apart from one of like the good ones, where I can hit 7, is like the museum. The museum's the only one that stands out. The other ones I don't think I can hit 7. So if I do 4 here, I guess I could have dropped all the money here, but whatever. Whatever works, am I right? Okay, now I have 17k, so that's enough. So let's up that. Okay, that was a mess, but whatever. We can fix that later. One. Oh, where am I even buying from? This is like, I can't even put a number here because it's in the void. Okay, well, I mean, we're getting there. We are getting there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I've been playing Silksong, like I said earlier. I don't want to talk about that too much. I just want to play more. I want to see what I can find. I don't really know how long it would take. Like, it took me 3 weeks to get through the first one, I think. I mean, as you can see, like, I got 51 hours for my 100% run, and then I had did, like, a 7-hour Steel Soul run. So that time doesn't match what I actually have played, because I think it's, like, closer to 75. So I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not going to have a chance to play tomorrow. And then I'll get a couple hours in the 2 days after that. So, I don't know. I'll probably, like, be mostly done by the time it's next weekend, I guess. Okay, that's 2. Am I gonna have money for... Yes, that's an... no, I don't know. I don't know. Cool. Yeah, I don't have enough money for another one. Joan, let's go. Okay, so yeah, this will be 4. That makes 24. It's 11:41. By the time this is done and I drop this inventory, it's 11:45. 15 minutes to find Joan. Potentially an acre where I can buy another 5. If we can do that, we hit 30 inventories, we hit 4 mil. Everything's great. Staff. That would be 28 mil in profit if we hit. Now I need I can update my game. According to this, with the money I have in the bank and outside, I need 725 mil. So if I did hit off of this spike, we'd hit 300 mil. Which would be cool. That's what I'm looking for. 300 mil would be nice. That's really close to a third. Just need some good prices. Also, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a little weird. I have too many commitments tomorrow. So I will get like a quick stream in. Ideally. I'm just really hoping the spike's not tomorrow. If the spike is tomorrow, I'm gonna have to do some funky things. Okay. Some very funky things. There's a sale tomorrow at 3, which means from 2 to 5 the store is cooked, and it's furniture, and I don't need furniture. So if I can just check the store at my regular time or whatever, then we're good. Yeah, because I was wondering, like, oh, what if it was a clothing sale? But no. Alright, I have all the furniture from Nooks. I have all the wallpaper, all the carpet. So I only need clothing from Nook. So, if it's a sale and it's clothing, maybe, you know, maybe, but if not, it's not. So, it's not good. Okay, so we're gonna run up. We don't want Joan showing up here. Do not want Joan there. Looks like a present to me. There's no chance for tracking that down. Okay, so I will run this inventory back up, but we're gonna just check everything first too. Make sure. Okay, Jones. Oh, wait, really? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We found ourselves in a predicament. Joan's in a good acre. Joan's never in this acre, by the way. Like, never. Like, never. I put all this money here because it's, like, such a big open space, and then Joan has never made use of it. So that's kind of crazy. Now I have to think about this. Okay. So we're an hour and a half in. 11:48. Jones in a good acre. I could buy another 13 here, essentially, I think. Maybe 14. I don't want to do that, though. Trust me, I don't want to do that. I don't know. I really don't know. Because, like, if I do this whole acre, we're going to be here for a while. And I don't want to be here for a while. I want to play Silk Song. I don't know. I could go till noon. But then it would be like, oh, I'm wasting an opportunity, right? Then it's like, okay, fine. What if I went till, like, 12:15, right? I started stream late. Really, it was like 10, 11, but whatever. I started started the stream 10 minutes late. What if I did like 15 minutes to make up for the fact that I was late, you know? I don't know. Some weeks I do this where I'm like, I don't want to keep buying. I want to stop. It's already too late. But it's like, oh, but if I keep buying... Oh, I'm doing alright. I am doing alright. I don't feel like a big turnip investor today. I don't feel like I'm at my best. How are you doing, though? Unfortunate. It does go that way. Yeah, I think I've turned it down, but I think I need to turn it down again. I think it really depends. I also need to, like, actually talk into my microphone. That's probably another good idea. But yeah, I do think it is too loud. I was reviewing the footage, like, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, that's really loud. But yeah, I think it depends on the couple things. But I do also think it could be quieter. Okay, it should be a little bit quieter now. It's like, yeah, the other day I had to, like, do a bunch of resets on a different town, and Rossetti's music was just constantly going, and that was so loud. It was bad. I was like, oh, this is terrible. You can't hear anything. But maybe that, like, adds to the charm, because Rossetti's just yelling at you that loud that you can't even hear me, you know? I think that's kind of fun. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I think everyone has some form of trauma from Rossetti. And if they don't, they're lying. Oh no, 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 no. That's the 4th time I've made a mistake like that today. That's a problem. It's a big problem, honestly. As you can see, I've been buying turnips for nearly 2 hours. This is when I start to, like, lose it. I can do like an hour and a half almost, probably, before I really start going like, okay, this is too much. Before it was like an hour, I was like, okay, that was a lot. I've managed to work my way up to an hour and a half without too much complaints. But this is what I have to do, because I've decided I want to get the 100%. I don't know if you're aware of, like, the post office model, but that's what I'm working towards here. You could call it the bane of my existence. And you might be right. Okay, so let's Oh, shoot. That misinput is gonna cost me some efficiency, I think. You assume it's from saving a gazillion in the bank. Yeah, you're right. Now, if we want to be technical, it's 1 billion, not a gazillion, but it might as well be a gazillion because that's the max amount you can keep in the bank. Honestly, ridiculous. Yes, I know. When I buy a wrong number, I eat them and I say, shame on me. I only eat bunches of 10 or 50. I only buy in bunches of 100. I only buy in inventories. I don't buy like an inventory and a half. I'm very particular about all these things, just so it makes it easier for me to track. Because all these bags are all 30k bags, blah 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 blah. It's a whole system. Since I started almost 9 months ago, I've built up this system for turnips. And I like to think that I get more efficient as time goes on. But yeah, I'm at like 272, maybe 273 mil in total. 252 of that is in the bank, and the rest is outside so I can buy turnips. It's just spread across the whole town, basically. Not in every acre, but like all the good acres, kinda. I haven't like when I first started, I wasn't spending as much. I've always been bad with turnips, honestly, like always. I started playing with this game, well, I'm gonna say 20 years ago, probably a little bit more than 20 years ago. Honestly, I was a child. I don't remember what year I got Animal Crossing in. I know it came out in 2001 here, but I don't know about I don't know when I got it. So let's just say over 20 years ago when I first started playing it. Yeah, I was not, kid me was not buying turnips every week, let me tell you that. I had a friend who did that, and he had money. He had money, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. I feel like I struggled. And then Wild World, I played that. I didn't do turnips really there. I did the red turnip thing and like watered it and like did the trade quest. I remember doing that. But I think most of my money came from like trees. I had a lot of fruit trees. I remember that. And then City Folk I didn't play a lot of. City Folk's like the game I probably played the least. It was either this one or City Folk that I played the least because I was a kid and blah blah blah. But I definitely had more nostalgia and feelings towards this one than City Folk. City Folk, I don't know. I'm just like, eh. New Leaf, I played a decent amount. I think I did some turnips. I don't really remember. Yeah, as a kid, you don't mind. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go collect fruit. I'm gonna collect fruit. Let me see how much I can get from catching red snappers and sea bass. You know, like that kind of thing. That's why everyone has a hatred for sea bass, because they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna fish. I'm not gonna buy these turnips. I'm gonna fish all day. And then you just get just sea bass after sea bass. Okay, so that's an inventory. That's an inventory. That's... Man, I feel like I've lost track here. That's one. That's two. Let's call that three. That's like... This is one, right? Yeah, that's one. That's two. Okay, hold on. I'm... One. Two. That's... Okay, so I think I have four. So this will be 5. Let's go ahead and drop 5. Now it is past 12, so Joan should leave. However, we're in the acre where Joan is, so she can't leave. I didn't want to keep buying, to be honest. Kind of wanted to wrap up, but then Joan decided to show up in an acre where it's like, well, shoot, now I feel like I'm obligated to keep buying. I usually try to start at 10 a.m. so I have 2 hours. I was a little late, so I was like, okay, I'll make up that time. I think right now I'm at the 4 mil mark. I think I've spent 4 mil so far today. I am holding her hostage. How evil of me? No, she should have given me a better price for these turnips, okay? She should just give me the max price every week, and then Nook should just give me spikes every week, and then everyone can be happy. Yeah, I'm not sure how many I'm gonna buy. I think I'm officially at 30 inventories today. And at 90 bells, yeah, it's like, that's 4 mil. So I guess we could go a little bit over 4 mil just because Joan happened to be in this acre. She like barely goes to this acre. I have so much money here, but she never picks it. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah. Yeah, I still don't think I did much for turnips in New Leaf. And I did do a little bit of turnips in New Horizons. I did track turnips for like 3 months. And then I was like, alright, I have enough money. I don't really care. And then, as a flex, I grew 256 gold roses. And I had like a little gold rose garden. And flowers grow every other day. So if you pick those flowers, that's 256k. However, if you then craft those into like a wreath, you use 10 per wreath, and then that doubles the money. And then there you go. That's 500k every day, every other day. And that's maybe like, I don't know, 20 minutes a time. It's definitely not as good as turnips, but considering I didn't need money as much, that kind of just worked for me. Yeah, a little gold rosewood. Yeah, a little. It's 256, whatever. It was a flex, okay? I was like, let's just do this. It took me a while to do it. And honestly, it's not the best. If you want to be like really efficient and then do something like that, I would personally say that blue roses are better. Obviously, getting the first blue rose is challenging compared to like the first gold rose, I guess. But they can clone off of each other, which means that you can get way more, way faster, in way less effort. So that's my recommendation on that. It is also dependent on you having the flower recipes if you really want to like double the profit for like not that much effort. I mean, right? Because like in that game, I'm forgetting because like this inventory system in this game sucks. And it doesn't suck, it's just not amazing. Okay, it kind of sucks. The fact that you can't have 99 bags sucks. Right? Like you can only, the highest bag you can have in this is 30k. Which makes selling turnips on a spike awful. You can't even have a full inventory. If you could go into the store and just sell like a full inventory, it would cut time in like a third. You know? Wouldn't it would be, I was gonna say half. I'm like, no, it'd be better than that. Right? Because if you get a spike most of the time, I guess it depends. If you have a really good spike, like near max price, you can only sell like 5 turnip bunches at a time. So yeah, if you could actually walk in there with a full 15 and not have to like and just be able to hold it all, that'd be great. It would make everything better, but that's not the point. Anyway, but yeah, you could have like all those flowers. You could pick all 250 whatever in a single inventory, and then just run to the crafting table and craft and then sell. Done. Easy. And imagine if it was a hot item. That would be even crazier. think we're at 6 inventories. Still have to check the store after this. But yeah, so like, yeah, New Horizons I did turn up a bit, but then And then I was like, alright, I got the 100% in New Horizons. When I say 100%, that's like everything in the catalog. That doesn't count the posters, although I do have like 300 posters. Not that that's important. They're not in the catalog, they don't count. Same with the photos, they're not in the catalog, they don't count. Also, like, I didn't do all the DLC houses, but like I didn't think there was a point in that, because I could have just like done nothing in them. And like, I got all the... Yeah, anyway. So I did that. That took me like 4 years, which is like, you know, it's not the same, it's not as fair, because like, whatever. But yeah, that took me a while. And then I was like, I took a break and I was like, yeah, let's do the next one, right? So let me go back to the first one and see if I can complete it. And then I'm looking into it, I'm like, okay, yeah, this looks pretty good, this looks pretty good. And then it's like, post office model, and I went, huh? What do you mean? I was like, this is gonna be a rough one, isn't it? So yeah, honestly, like, getting everything in this game, not too bad. My complaints are that there's a lot of, like, you can't get full furniture sets unless you use the raffle or red, which is not a problem, but red took, like, a month to show up for the first time. I think that's 7, by the way, unless I've lost the ability to count, which is always possible. Yeah, like getting the things, like I got all the furniture from the store, clothing. There's a lot of seasonal stuff, so I don't have everything. Like, I didn't get everything in summer, which is just unfortunate, but whatever. And like, I have all the Sahara stuff. I need 1 more thing from Wendell, 4 things from Gracie, 2 things from Gulliver. Like, in 9 months, we're basically like, it's pretty good. You know, we need less than 30 gyroids, and there's 127. Lately, most of the time when it rains, like, I get 1 new one, which is pretty cool. And like, if honestly, if I got 1 new one every time it rained, that would work, you know? I wouldn't complain. And then, like, yeah, event-wise, there's a couple problems with some of the events. Because, like, there's too many items, and it would take, like, years to get them all. So I created other towns so I could get all this stuff there. And then, like, we're gonna just basically see what happens first. Like, basically, when I hit the 1 bill in the bank, that's when I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna wait years just to get the extra stuff, right? Like, there's Groundhog Day, where there's 9 different flower models, and then there's the Hometown Day, which is like the town's day, and that's a random day in July, and that has 15 different station models that you could get at random. And obviously, if you think about that, even if you had the best luck, that would take 5 years in a single town. So we're not doing that. Also, trying to like get them all on that stream and resetting, it was terrible. Like 2 hours of resetting, I feel like. That's where my resetting trauma's from right now. So yeah, apart from those 2 days, like, we lucked out with the raffle. I got the fans from the raffle, which is like the only, like, Red has a raffle for like the 4th of July, and he can have 1 of 3 different item types, being balloons, pinwheels, or fans. And the fans you can only get from the raffle. The balloons you can get from Nook's sales, and the pinwheels you can get from sale day. So as long as I get all the pinwheels on sale day, then I'm good. Is that 7 or 8? I feel like I've just like lost all ability to count. And there's no point in trying to like figure that out. I can just use math. I can use math and figure it out. But yeah, like when I first started, I didn't spend as much on turnips because I was still like trying to figure that out, trying to get all the money built up and like, you know, figure out the best strategies. And I was like only spending like 2 mil every week. But then like I started doing the math more. I was like, oh, if I do 2 mil, it's going to take me 60 weeks. I'm going to do 60 spikes. And I went, ooh, that's bad. That's not good. So now I've tried to aim for 4 mil when it's possible. If I have a really bad price that's in the 70s, I'm going to try to do like 2.5 or 3. But like I had a couple weeks where I did like 5, 7, 6. And those spikes really hit and paid off. Like within 5 days I hit 2 spikes just because of how it lined up basically. And I was up like 80 something mil. And it took me months to get that to begin with. I was like, wow. So yeah, it's really dependent on like prices, luck, and how much time you put in. And obviously, like if you put in the same amount of time every day, or every week rather, eventually you'll get the spike and it'll pay off. But like, if you're picky and choosy, this could take forever, you know? Obviously, I've seen people do this, but where they don't play in real time. I play in real time, so I don't have the luxury of just like, oh, it's a bad price? I'll wait till next week. Technically, I could do that, but then I'd be here for years, you know? I want to be done this next year, ideally. But I don't know if that's possible. I mean, it is possible. If I do this every week and I get the right luck, I think it's possible. So, I just need to put the time in, basically. Because my prediction for the next Animal Crossing game is that the earliest we'd see it is late next year. I feel like it'd be late 2026. That's what I've been saying from the beginning. Everyone who's like, oh, where's the Switch 2 Animal Crossing? It's like, you can wait. Also, I want everyone to wait, because I want to be done this. The last thing I want is for the next game to come out while I'm in the middle of this challenge. Because I want to be able to stream both. Or, I want to stream the new one when it comes out. So I don't want to be stuck doing this. Although, to be fair, I don't want it to be rushed either. Like, what's the point? Like, we don't need it right now. Like, historically speaking, the Animal Crossing games usually come out a little bit after the console's been out anyway. So all these new fans that have showed up from New Horizons, I don't think they know what's going on. Like, I literally went and I was looking at when every single Animal Crossing game released in comparison to the console it's on. And the only one where it's kind of a launch title is the GameCube, but it was an N64 game in Japan, which was then ported to the GameCube, which was then ported out here, you know? Like, that doesn't count. The game was, like, already developed, and it's just a port. But every other one is, like, 2 or 3 years, usually. Right? The Switch came out in 2017, Animal Crossing came out 2020. Also, like, usually there's a long time between games, too, so... Yeah, I don't want it to be rushed either. And, like, I know, like, people say that, like, New Horizons released in an unfinished state, it was rushed and blah, blah, blah. I don't know how I feel. I mean, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I kind of liked that they kept adding updates to it as time went on. Personally, it was kind of exciting, you know? Like, I started streaming it day one. I didn't look anything up for like the first maybe 3 months. Then I started to be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna actually try to complete this. Because before it was like, oh, you need to get 3 of each fish or bug for the models. I'm not doing that. That's too much work. I'll do the museum. That's too, you know. And then I did that, and I was like, oh, I'm crazy. But like for me, you know, I always play in real time, so like that made sense, you know, like, oh, it's summer, here's like a big summer update, here's all the summer content. I don't mind that. I don't know, I think that was fine. I think they stopped developing maybe a little too early, but at the same time, I also don't know if I feel that way because I don't know if I wanted them to keep making content, because like what else would they have kept adding? Except maybe like old furniture. I don't know. Like, it's weird, you know? Like, the game obviously blew up more than anybody expected it to, because, like, New Leaf sold, what, like 13 million copies? And New Horizons did, like, 4 times that or something? And became the second best selling Switch game, which I don't think was in anybody's cards. I don't think anyone was expecting that, because, like, that's unheard of. But I feel like, yeah, they kind of just stopped updating it a little early, maybe. But also, like, it took me forever to finish it, and I'm like, I don't know if I wanted them to keep adding more. Every time I started to feel like I was getting close, they'd be like, next update? And then they just hit me with the 2.0 update, and they're like, alright, this will last you for a while. Also, I feel like this acre does not have as much space as the other one. I feel like we're already running out. I think we're at, like, 9? Okay. I'm not too familiar, but like who like is co-directing or what. But yeah, I feel like New Leaf is like really good. Obviously, like I really love the first game for nostalgia, and I played a lot of Wild Worlds, so I'm really fond of that too. But I do like before New Horizons released, New Leaf was clearly the best one. Like clearly the best one. And I do think New Horizons did a lot of good things. And like, if I was to say which one's the best, I would say it's one of the two. But if I say New Horizons is the best, people might say I'm crazy. You know? I feel like it gets too much hate. But yeah, like I like on one hand I love the amount of control you have of the island in the first in New Horizons, but also like yeah, it doesn't have that same feel, you know? Like you can just have everything done. Like in this game, obviously if you know what you're doing, you can get things up really quick. Like realistic, like I guess I don't know. It's not like super quick, but quick enough, right? But yeah, it didn't have the same feel because it was like, oh, in 2 weeks I did everything. Yeah, I know. Like personally, for me, like the design sim stuff doesn't do too much. I'm not like the most creative person. I did have fun with like designing some of the stuff, and I had fun putting the whole island together and all that. It took a lot of work, and was something that I'd have to like work up the energy to do every now and then. But I do think, yeah, it like focused maybe too much on it. But like being able to place things outside, kind of huge. But also like I kind of like not like I like both. You know, it's complicated. Like not being able to place things outside and just like the town is the town, but in the other one you're like, nah, I'm gonna segregate all the people to this one section. They can all live there, and the rest will be my fruit. Ha ha ha. Money, you know. Oh, really? Okay. I never played Happy Home Designer. There's a couple reasons I never played it. Number one, I had a 3DS XL. Not a new 3DS XL. Which means that in order to play it or buy it, I would have needed, like... Did you need the cards to play it? No, right? It made it seem like they really wanted you to have the NFC reader. And obviously my 3DS XL couldn't do that. And I always felt so expensive to buy it in the store, so I never bought it. But yeah, if there's features that were in Happy Home Designer but not Paradise, that's like, eh. Yeah, that's a valid point. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my biggest ask, I think, for New Horizons was, like, the ability to have multiple islands. I think that would have been the most fun. Like, just extra islands so you can really, like, do more. Or maybe, like, smaller islands, too? I don't know. I feel like if you could do, like... I feel like that could be fun. I'm not sure. Because I feel like I had a lot of space, but there's too many items to be able to, like, display all the ones you want to display. So it's like, if you had other islands, maybe that could work. But then that goes, like, way too life simmy. But, like, if you're gonna give freedom, you can go, like, freedom, right? Okay, so I guess it's similar to Happy Home Paradise. Like, you just do the stuff. Yeah, okay. I've been looking into getting it now. Because I've been, like, on a retro game. I say retro because I've been looking at retro games, but it does I don't know. I don't want to call the 3DS retro, but it's old, okay? I've been trying to, like, get older games, though, lately, so I've had my eyes on Happy Home. But I feel like it's not as cheap as I think it would be. It's more expensive than I want it to be. Yeah, like, I liked, like, the furniture. Like, if we look at, like, the furniture, they added a lot of cool furniture in Paradise. But I guess, like, mechanic... And, like, the soundscape was kinda... Yeah, it's something. And, like, the sparkling stuff. They added some stuff. I don't know if it was enough. But I also don't know what was in Happy Home. So I guess I can't really, like, say for sure. Okay, yeah, this one, I feel like I could maybe get away with dropping another inventory, but it's gonna get messy, that's for sure. I guess I can drop here. Yeah, I mean, like, I love the Froggy chair, I love all the old furniture sets. That's, like, the other thing. Like, I feel like New Horizons had an opportunity to bring those back and then didn't. Maybe it should have. Okay, I think that's it for space. I don't think I can do that. So I'm gonna buy one more inventory, and then I'll check out the store, and then we're done. We're out of here. So I'll be here for like 5-10 minutes, probably. It's good. It's coming up on 2.5 hours, and I'm hungry. The problem, I have breakfast like right before I stream. Small breakfast, I guess, and then it's like, let me have some lunch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see like what they'll do with the next Animal Crossing. Cause like, yeah, did they scale back and do something that's more in line with the older games, or did they just like go all in on what they did in New Horizons? And if they're doing that, they need to add a lot more stuff for it to be new, right? That's the other thing. Like, I guess from yeah, like yeah, you could do something like that. Definitely. I know it's like the Regal series, you know, classic. The modern series, maybe they had that. The Froggy chair. It took forever for that to show up. But yeah, there's just a lot of furniture. It's just like, nah, it's gone. I think there's like a lot of furniture in like New Leaf that I just don't know. And like, what about like Pikmin? Like they had all like the Nintendo furniture. Like you could get like the Master Sword or an R-Wing or the Pikmin or all that stuff. Like it's just Mario. It's like, dude, Mario's fine, but like give me the other stuff. Like you took away my ability to wear Link's hat and his outfit from New Leaf. How dare you? I want to run around as Link. I want to wear the Majora's Mask. I guess that's the stuff that gets me. You really make me think about it. Yeah, like, why? Why would you give me that and then not take it away? It's not a rights thing, right? Like, they made the other stuff. Give me a Donkey Kong outfit. Let me be Donkey Kong. They had, like, the Pikmin hats, too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Sorry, you got me worked up. Yeah, that's messed up. Honestly, like, yeah, I really missed, like, the Nintendo crossover stuff. I think that's, like, one of the coolest things about the game, and then they're like, no. We're not doing that. And like, alright. Okay. I think... Let's see. So let's say I had 64 minus 6. That's 58. The pipes being actual pipes, I think that's really cool, but I couldn't find a good use for it on my island. Not gonna lie. I was like, oh, that could be cool. You know, like if you like blocked off your entrance and you didn't want people griefing your island, and then you blocked off like the stores or something, and you had the pipes to connect them, you're like, yeah, you can't see everything. You could just warp between them. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna say that I bought 13 inventories there. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what it sounds like. So we're gonna go with that. So that's like 20, 24, 37. Did I buy 37? Am I crazy? 37? Am I crazy? Did I spend 5 mil today? No. Did I spend 5 mil today? Alright. Yeah, if you make an inaccessible spot, you can only get to by pipe. That, yeah, definitely that could be fun. Okay, I think I bought 5 mil today, which I was not expecting. I was expecting to hit 4, but then Jones showed up in an acre that was favorable, so... Oops, I just hit my controller on my desk. So that's cool, sure. The hunger is getting to me, though. Yeah, I have a spreadsheet for all this stuff, basically. I just plug the numbers into it and hope for the best. Okay, so unfortunately I do need more money. I'm hoping so too. I hope it's not tomorrow. I hope the spike is not tomorrow. I hope we get a spike some other day during the week. Because tomorrow, if it happens, it's going to be scuffed. Let me tell you that. And I did myself no favors buying a lot if it ends up being tomorrow. Because then that'll be even more scuffed. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully not. Because, like, yeah, I'm not going to have a lot of time tomorrow. Or I'm going to have to, like, make some time. It's going to be awkward. But we're going to just hope for the best. We're going to hope it's not tomorrow. We're going to hope it doesn't decrease so I don't have to sell immediately tomorrow. We're going to hope for all that good stuff. We're going to manifest it. And life's going to be great. Okay, I don't know about that one on the left. That one on the left looks a little suspicious. I doing? Oh, I need to put the money in. Okay, so I'm gonna just claim 135,000 times 37. 4995000. That's what I'm claiming to buy. Every time you watch GameCube, it puts me off that Nook closing. Yeah, honestly, I'm with you on that. I was like, oh yeah, the Able Sisters. I'm like, wait, but you know, there's like no reason to go to the Able Sisters in this game if you don't want to design clothing, which is crazy. Snappy prints. I feel like, yeah, I do have that, don't I? That's not new. Okay, I still need 30 clothes, but some of them are from the island, some are from Gracie, some from Thing. So like, if there's like actual like clothing from the store, that's a question. Let me just double check this. None of these should be up to date. If you want to see my catalog, this is my favorite thing about this game, the fact that they put a nice star on the categories you've completed. Why didn't New Horizons complete that? If we're complaining about things that were in previous games that weren't in later games, that's the one. It made it really annoying for me to like track everything in New Horizons, you know? All they had to do was just just give me a star when I have everything. But no. Okay, I am basically done now. I don't have anything else to do today. The only other thing I could do is move turnips, but I don't really want to do that because I've already been playing this forever. But maybe I'll bring a couple over. I am a little worried about tomorrow if I have to sell, because it's going to be really scuffed. I'm not going to have a lot of time. I'm going to have to make something funky happen. So maybe, just maybe, I'll bring over a couple inventories. Yeah, I mean, I think they kind of fixed that. They kind of fixed that in 2.0. Because then you could just... I mean, yeah, like, okay, as someone who fully completed New Horizons, I'd like to think I'm an authority on the matter. But yeah, like, a lot of the furniture had 8 variations, right? They had 8 different colors, blah, blah, blah. But your store would only have one. Your like, Nook would only ever have one specific variant for your town. And if you wanted to get the other ones, you'd have to trade with people or get them from Red. And when there's that many, it's so unrealistic. I mean, not everything has 8, but for anything with 8, it's like, you know? And yeah, it definitely is tiresome. Speaking as someone who did that, back when, like, 2.0 came out, I would, like, do Paradise, the Cafe Home Paradise. I would do a bunch of requests so I could get more stuff in the catalog there. I'd convert my money, and then I'd order, like, 5 things there, but then I'd also order, like, 5 things from my town, and then I'd get, like, 10 items, and then I'd go to Harv's Island, and I'd just customize them for half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it took. It took some time. There's a good couple weeks where that's what I did. And that's 100% in the game. But honestly, I don't think the games are supposed to be 100%ed. Honestly, I'm doing something that feels inherently wrong whenever I play like this. Like New Horizons. For me to get all the recipes, I made 8 characters, and then every day I just loaded the game and got a recipe. It shouldn't be done. And yeah, I mean, if they made it a little bit faster, I guess, like, this goes back to, like, the classic thing, like, where people complaining that you can't craft more than 1 fish bait at once, and, like, they wish you could bulk craft bait. I don't know. I don't know what the solution to that is, to be honest. I don't know if there's a good solution. When I talk about stuff like Groundhog Day, do all the characters in the town get the same item? In this game, in Groundhog Day, are we talking about like the new one? In this game, it's random what you get. Everyone gets something random. There's no like, there's no duplication protection in this game. That's the other thing. Like in New Horizons, one thing I learned is that when you do a trade with Sahara, you're always guaranteed to get a new exclusive carpet, right? So when I had like 2 characters or 3 characters, basically I would catalog all the carpets on my second character from my first character, and then I'd trade, and then I'd always get 2 new things every week, and then I dealt with Sahara super quick. But then yeah, in this, there's no protection. Gulliver just gives you whatever you whatever, you know? That's why I still need 2 things. He's here every week, but he gives me a lot of dupes. So I don't know. I feel like New Horizons made it easier to get things, but also, like, there's just way more things. Because, yeah, here it's like you show up and hope for the best. You don't get something new, you try again. Like, Wendell, I'm missing 1 thing. Wendell only has 18 wallpapers that you need to get. That's it. That's not a lot. But if you run over here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's like 25, 30 just duplicate wallpapers that I have, you know? Like, in New Horizons, that's not a thing. They're just like, yeah, have a new one. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, he is here every week, which is nice, and we only need 2 things at this point, so yeah, it's not too bad. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, realistically, I finished this one, and then I think I wait? I don't know. I'm hoping that by the time this one's done, maybe we have an idea of if I'm right when the next one will come out. Because I'd like to take a break after I finish this one, and then it'll either be the new one, or it'll be probably Wild World. I don't know. Streaming Wild World might be a little scuffed, so I have to figure that out. Not really sure what it makes sense to be the next one. But, like, yeah. I know, I remember seeing Gulliver a little bit in Wild World, but, like, not a lot. But I feel like, I don't know, I could just be misremembering, or I just did not notice as much. I don't know. I think when you play to complete things and you learn how everything works, and you play a completely different way. And I try to avoid doing that sometimes. But, like, yeah, talking to the villagers in this game, I could do it, but the chances are they're not going to give me anything I really need. So it's just time. I want to have to spend so much time on turnips. It's a different story. Also, yeah, with turnips in this game, it's like, whenever you get a spike, it's always 8 times whatever you bought. It's a set price, right? There's only 3 patterns. It's either decreasing, it's random, or it's random with a spike, essentially. And decreasing, you can determine if it's decreasing on the first day. If it decreases on the first day, if it's 30%, you know it's a random, but if it's 20, it's 5 to 10, if it's between 5 to 20%, then it's regular, like a random one. It's not, like, actually just decreasing all week. So, like, yeah, turnips, like, pretty simple in this game, but it takes forever to buy them because of inventory management. Like, in all the other games, you can go to Joe and say, I want this much, and then that would fill out your inventory. Like, I say it takes about, like, 3 minutes to buy an inventory here, but you could definitely, like, buy out, like, a lot. You could buy more way quicker in the other games, but I feel like the profit might be different. So I don't know what's going to be easier. I'm curious to see how turnips would go in the other games. Because again, you have to max the bank account in most of them. When I say most, I mean the first 3. Sorry, I'm yelling. I'm rambling right now. I'm not yelling. I'm just rambling. But yeah, like the post office model or an equivalent where you need to max out the bank account for a reward is in the first 3 games. In New Leaf, they shrank the number. You only need like 100 mil, I think, which is really manageable, to be honest. Also, like, you could get it from a camper, I think, if you have the right one. And then you'd only need 50 mil instead. So there's things. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I'm aware of these things. I was like annoyed because like I realized after the fact that there's like a Wild World version of the Wii U. Or sorry, there's a Wild World version that was on the Wii U Virtual Store, but I never bought it. And I was like, oh, I could have done that. And yeah, I do know that there's like weird ways to stream your 3DS to your computer, but I haven't looked into it too much. From what I've seen, it's a pain. I know like a lot require mods. I don't really want to mod my 3DS, to be honest. So I don't know. We'll see when I get there, because I still have lots of time to figure out, and maybe the tech will maybe it'll get better. Maybe if I got a different, like another 3DS, I would do that one, but like, I don't want to mod my original one. That just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. If I got another one that wasn't too expensive and I did that, maybe. Anyway, I've been talking way too much. I'm basically done though. So what I've done is I've just moved most of the far away turnips to the nearby acres, so that if I have to sell, it's a canon event for too many, I'm afraid. Yeah, because if I had known that, I would have bought it, and then I would have been good, and I could have used that, I guess. But whatever, it's fine. There's no talking too much. My throat would beg to differ. Sometimes when I talk too much like that, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. I'm trying to remember. There's been some streams specifically where I've just been yapping for like 2-3 hours, and at the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a lot. But I'm doing okay. But I feel like I've just been like continually talking these past like 10-15 minutes. But I'm basically wrapping up now though. So I think I bought 37 inventories of turnips, which is way more than I intended to buy. So that could be good or bad. I mean, it's 5 mil essentially, so that would be good profit if we get a spike. I will get some water as soon as I'm done. Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. This is a long one, that's for sure. I was not planning to stream this long. Anyway, I do stream every day, if you didn't put that together. I'm here every day. It's, the times are across the board. I'm consistent in that I show up every day, but it's not always the same time. Some days are a little bit, like, during the week, it's usually more, consistent, but some days, because of, like, visitors or, like, events, I have to switch things up. So it's if you see me, you'll see me. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's been good to chat. Maybe we'll chat again in the future. What happened today? I guess I spent 5 mil on turnips, which was not intentional. I didn't think I'd hit that, but I guess it's also been 2.5 hours, so that's fair. Oh, and thanks. Appreciate that. I didn't get anything new today, though. There's nothing new in the store. There's nothing buried, nothing from the dump. Tomorrow there's going to be a sale. It's a furniture sale, so we don't care about that. And it was raining, so there's going to be gyrates tomorrow. So tomorrow will be gyrates, I guess, if I have time. Check the store and then check for turnips. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a weird stream. Hopefully there's no turnip action needed. That's all I'm praying for. If there is, it's going to be scuffed. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Anyway, I will be on at some point tomorrow, and we'll figure it out then. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye. I said that way too early. I forgot to do the prompt. Embarrassing. It's fine. Anyway, it was nice chatting. See you around. Bye.